Zul, thank you so much for joining us on the LITE Breakfast. Now, we read this news article about you, and I thought it was really inspiring. But tell us about your journey from being a banker and now a baker.
All right. I've been working with the central bank for 25 years, and at the age of 50, um, I decided to quit because prior to that, I follow my wife, or I accompany my wife. She was pursuing a PhD in UK, so I took an unpaid leave for 4 years, stay in UK with her,
Right.
and then I came back. It was like, after you don't do the office job, 9 to 5 for 4 years, suddenly you start doing again. So there is no motivation for me to work at how start, and I asked my wife, I asked her that I'm going to opt for early retirement. At the time, I'm already 50 years old. So it's time for me to get that early retirement option. And after like 2 months arguing and discussing with her, then finally she agreed, and with certain terms. I didn't at that point in time. It's baking is not one of my
Passions.
not because I don't have kitchen skill. You can ask my wife, my children. I never went to the kitchen to help or whatever. I only went when you hear the whistling of the boiling water that I go and switch.
That's the only time you step into the kitchen, is it? To switch off the boiling water, yeah. But did you enjoy your job previously as with the central bank?
Because I was with different department, I doing different job. But the last job that I didn't really like it. I'm doing a risk management work. It's quite dry and so that's another pushing factor for me to exit from the bank.
Okay. So you were getting a bit disinterested in the work at the bank also, yeah.
I have to drag myself out of bed to go to work, So, but my wife didn't actually agree, immediately. She said that at least you try another 1 year, and after that, if you still cannot, then she agreed for me to quit lah.
Oh, okay. But what were you doing in the 4 years that you were in the UK with your wife?
A lot of cleaning job actually. I work with Mark and Spencer. I work with Laura Ashley. I work with the university. So all the general, all the
odd jobs, yeah.
But it's fun, because the place that we stay, which is in Wales, is northern Wales. It's like a kampong village, very very laid back kind of lifestyle. No traffic jam, you don't rush to work, when you get back here, it was like crazy. That's why I
all right. Then, so what made you decide to go into baking? Like if you said you've never been in the kitchen before, did you even know how to bake a cake at that point in time?
No, none whatsoever. The reason because when I decided to quit at the age of 50, I thought I want to do that kind of retail business, to open a kiosk and then you sell something. But because of you need a lot of capital, you have to rent a place, everything. So it's difficult. Then at a point in time, I realized that there's a lot of people are doing this baking business online. Okay, so I think why not I just try, because I don't need any big capital. I can just do from home, So that's when I decided to go for classes.
Oh, okay. So you went for classes. Okay.
Classes. At the beginning, I went here in Damansara, and then I learned. I think it was like 2 months of every weekend I went. So I learned like 16 different kind of cakes. And then after that, I went back, I bake myself, I give to my friend and my relative and my family. And when they taste my cake, their response is that, kau punya cake sedap gila. That was really really, motivate me to
Okay.
pursue. I don't know that I can bake, I can't cook, but I thought it was going to be a lousy cake, but everybody said that was delicious. Well, that was the turning point actually.
Oh, interesting. So you've never been in the kitchen, but when you
Oh
baked
my
the
god.
cake, it was delicious, right? Were you like fumbling with all the stuff? Did you know how to crack the eggs and all that? Or did you have to
To
learn that from scratch also?
follow the recipe step by step, you know. And then I jot down when I attended the classes. I jot down all the detail. I took a video of the teacher how they do all that. Just follow.
Okay. And you even went to Japan, I read that to learn how to mold fondant flowers. Is that it?
But in fact, after I attended the baking class in Malaysia, I went to Paris to
Ooh.
to do pastries. You know why? Because when I stalked all the senior baker online, most of them they went to Paris to learn all these pastries. So I went for 1 week. I stayed 1 week in Paris and attended like 5 different courses. I learned how to do macaron. I learned how to do croissant.
Wow.
When I came back, I start uh, doing the business online. But unfortunately, I'm a new rookie. I'm a new kid on the block, so not much, not much sales. So I cannot survive. So that's when I decided to move to go into something that not many people are doing, which is wedding cake.
Mm.
And when I start doing wedding cake, that's where I start going and to learn how to decor this wedding cake, to learn how to mold, how to make flowers from sugar. That's where I went to Tokyo to learn from the one of the best lah, Naomi Yamamoto.
Wow. But was that the turning point for you when when your friends and family says that your cake is really good? That was when you decided, yes, baking is what I'm going to do from now on. Or did you suddenly develop an interest in it to be able to go to all these places to learn more about it?
Yeah, I believe that when you want to do something, you have to do it seriously. Because I've been receiving every month a 5-figure income. Suddenly, there won't be any money coming in. I won't be receiving. I have to make sure that whatever I do, I do it seriously, because I need to put food on the table. you know.
Yeah.
So I still have family, I have 5 kids and I have a wife. So by hook or by crook, I need to, make sure that this venture is a successful one.
Okay. But in
But they
it
can't
in
be
this
eating cake all the time, isn't it, your family?
Sorry?
Because you can make cake, but you can't be feeding them cake every day, isn't it? I mean, you have to earn some money, right?
Right, that's true.
Yeah, but initially you said that you didn't get any much business, like many business, because you were the rookie, you just started out. Did that not demotivate you to think that maybe this is not meant to be, or this is not my line of work? Have you ever thought of like going back into the banking industry at that point?
Not really. I think at that point of time, I'm only like 51 years old. To go back and work in an office environment is something is not on my mind at that time. So that's why, although for the first 1 year, I struggle to do the business because, like I said just now, the competition is very stiff, with other senior backer. But I didn't give up at that point of time because I know I want to try. Maybe that's why I keep on googling on the internet and trying to figure out what else there is apart from just you bake, the simple ordinary cake. That's why I come across a lot of this beautiful wedding cake from all over the world. You can see from UK, from US. So I thought, well, maybe I should try this, and it just I didn't give up at the point in time. I still want to pursue it.
Mm. But I
Because
mean, what does this new career as a baker mean to you? Has it changed you as a person? Like personality wise, have you changed from when you were a banker and now that you're a baker?
still the same person. The only thing is that because now I have a business and I am an employer, so I have another new responsibility that I need to pick up the role that I need to pick up. And at the same time, I'm very passionate about this business because I know that I I and my team, we have the skill, we can produce good quality kind of cake that I know a lot of people outside are willing to pay. So this is, to me, this is very good business because it's like you like an artist, because you have to be very creative to come up with design, that will really make people uh, there should be a wow effect of that design lah. Then you're going to stay long in the business, because I have a very big ambition. I know people, when I say this, they are very skeptical, because I want one day I want to open my cafe, my wedding cake boutique in London, Paris, and New York.
Wow.
So I'm really passionate about this.
Okay. And you're not even content of just being a baker. You've opened your own cafe as well, isn't it?
Right. And I managed to do that within 2 years.
What do you serve at the cafe? Cakes? You bake fresh baked cakes there as well?
Actually, the my cafe concept is different from the ordinary cafe. I didn't sell ready-made cake or savory kind of food. No, actually, my cafe is like a showroom. I have all the wedding cake dummies with all the designs here.
Like the ones behind you, right?
Yeah, and they have like a place where people can come and can discuss. You can order and discuss on the design, they can taste the cake, because I sell only cake slices. So at the same time, people also can come and buy, and I have coffee and tea. That's it. It's not like you can come and ask for tea.
And all that. Yeah. Okay.
The main purpose is people come here and discuss on their design, and can taste the cake. Yeah, it's like a boutique.
Custom make.
Yeah.
It's like a boutique. Okay, I understand now. Like it's like
It's
you go
brilliant.
into a designer's studio to design an haute couture gown, sort of, right?
Oh, so it's haute couture cakes. I love it.
Yes.
That's why I last year I organized a cake walk.
Yeah.
A cake walk. It's not a cake walk. It's a cake walk.
Okay.
So you have like a proper fashion runway, and then instead of parading a fashion dress, we will parade our wedding cake, a 5-6 year wedding cake.
Wow.
And model will carry this cake and walk on the runway. And Chef One was officiating the event last year.
Wow.
Now, did being in this industry, in the baking and creative industry, make you realize that you actually had all these creativity in you all this while, but you've just been, put it aside because you were in the banking industry and you didn't need to be designing stuff?
So I don't know. Only at the age of 51 that I realized I had this passion on doing all this, creative kind of work. I don't. Probably because I only feel complacent when I work. You are, that at the end of the month you receive your salary, so you don't think of not really like into going into something which is alien.
But when you were younger, did you have that creative tendency? Did you like to draw? Did you like to design stuff?
I can draw a bit, but I when I was young, I like to become a teacher. Actually, I like to teach. I do classes. People come, I conduct classes for sugar flowers, for baking.
So that's another business that you have. You have baking classes and sugar flower making classes as well.
I plan to have my own academy one day.
Lots of great plans there. But when do you plan
Sugar
to
flowers.
retire?
Plan to what? Retire?
Yeah, when do you plan to retire?
I just started.
So you just started in this baking industry, so there's no plans to retire just yet.
Not yet. My journey is still long way to go.
So what advice would you give to those who are thinking of changing careers, especially, you know, later on in life, like you, but they are worried about the risk involved? Were you ever worried about any of the risk involved changing a career at such a at 50?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, when I decided to pursue this, I only asked my wife's permission. I didn't discuss with my siblings, with my in-laws. Nobody knows. Only my wife, because I know I need her support. You know, as a family, a family man, I need my wife and my family support. So, if anybody wants to embark into something that new, you have to think. If you already married, you have to think carefully of your, you know, your family first. How are you going to support them? But one thing, you never don't give up, because you know, I believe anything is possible if you give everything to it. So that's what happened to me. Actually, if I stop when at my first or second year doing this business, and there is no business coming in, sorry, I'm a bit emotional when we talk
Yeah,
about
emotional, right? Yeah.
my, my first year was really a struggle, because I had to spend all my saving to make sure that business still can survive, you know. But that's the thing. If you put yourself, I mean, you put everything in it, and you know, you don't give up, I'm sure that you can succeed. But another thing is that make sure that you plan whatever you want to do. You don't just jump into something that very, you know, very alien to you. Like when you're a diver, you want to dive, you have to have your tank, your gas tank. If not, you will drown, right? So same here also.
Mm.
Make sure that you plan, and you make sure that you have a good support system.
So is your entire family in the business with you now? Your wife? Is she doing your business or she's still working outside?
I was still working with Bank Negara.
Okay.
My sister is working with me, and my kids, they all during weekend, during school holidays, they will come and assist me.
So did you feel like it's a bit of a regret that you found your passion in life so much later in life? Do
Not
you
to
wish that
say
you
that
were started earlier, maybe in the baking business?
uh, at the back of my mind, yes, but I'm still glad that you know, I still God still give me this opportunity, you know, to start something totally different, but quite satisfied. And it gives me satisfaction of what I'm doing now. That's why I said it's okay. This could be my last train, but I make sure I reach my journey.
Nice. Now tell us about your cafe now a bit with the MCO. It should be closed, right? But you are doing some online business still? Or you guys, you said you've been very busy still? You have a lot of deliveries?
Uh, since my son tweet about me, business has been very good. Yeah.
Social media, huh?
Uh,
Yeah.
know that he tweet, you know, about me. What when it went viral, then he told me that Ayah, I tweet you, and it went viral. So currently, our business are doing can see quite well. We are surviving.